Hello, Red River Valley School Division. Dennis Weeb here, your technology coach. I want to share with you three drawing interactive whiteboard type programs. Not all of them are interactive, but I want to show you three drawing programs that you can share with your kids and work with your kids. Um, so I'm in Drive. I'm going to show you the first one. Some of you have probably used these already. You haven't really spent much time with them, but I just want to share them with you. Google Drawings. So let's go with the first one. Google Drawings is kind of Google's answer to Microsoft Paint. So it's very similar. So you'll see the tools are up here. There's little lines you can use. There is a scribble line, so you can scribble. They do have different weights of lines, so you can make them bigger and so on. And you can obviously color those lines with different colors and so on and so forth. Okay, and there's also text, of course, the big text. You can type your text in there. There's different shapes you can add. And of course, you can also change the color of those shapes and so on. And these things can, once you've had these saved, these will save directly into your Google Drive. These can be put directly into Google Docs and so on. A really good way to do a drawing. And of course, these are shareable. So if you want to share this with your students, we'll just skip that for now. If you want to share these with your students, you can do that. Or if your student is doing a Google Classroom assignment, they could actually use this as one of their assignments to hand into you. Lots of different options here. If you need help with that, let me know if you want some help with how to use a Google Drawing with Google Classroom and how you could use that in your class. So I got some good ideas for you. Okay, let's close that one up. So that's Google Drawings. Next one I want to talk to you about is Jamboard. This is an interesting. Oops, let me try that again. This is an interesting program. A lot of you probably never heard of it, but you can find it in two spots. You can do it here. You can find it here under Drive and go New, More, and that's Google Jamboard is there. Another way you can find it is in your waffle. It's right here as well. You might have to go searching for it because you probably never used it before, but if it is a nice little program. I've been actually talking to some math teachers that have been using this to share with your students. So think of this as a interactive whiteboard, and it can be shared with your students. So I'm going to just create a new one here. Let's see if we can get that going. Here's a Jamboard. Jamboard is kind of Google's answer to the smartboard, although it doesn't have as many bells and whistles, obviously, as a smartboard does. They do have something called the Jamboard TV, Google Jamboard TV. It's very expensive. I think they're working on getting that price down, but it is an interesting TV. It's basically an interactive TV. But the software itself is free. So there's little tools along the side, much like anything else that you probably used. You can draw on it. There's obviously an eraser, and then there's the pointer tool. It does have sticky note options, so you can type in sticky notes, and that'll show up there. And those are movable. You move those around, and obviously you can put a picture in. You can search for images. I'm on this owl thing, so I'm going to go find some owls. We'll throw an owl in there so you can see the owl comes in. This is movable. So this is actually a very neat program because it is shareable. So I can share this with my students and they can actually interact with it, add things. And of course, you can also create more pages. So we can add another page and so on. The nice thing too with the backgrounds, you can actually put grid lines in or dots for math classes, so on. So and then just regular lines, and then there's different styles of grids you can put on there as well. And of course, there are backgrounds you can also put on there. Okay, so that is Jamboard. Again, the big power behind this is it's shareable. And I've actually seen teachers use this, especially in our remote teaching these days, is you put a question on Jamboard and you can actually have the students work on that question and see them solve that question in real time. So that's kind of a neat option for you. So again, that's Jamboard and that's shareable, just like all the other programs in Google. Okay, last one we're going to talk about is Google Canvas. This is an interesting one. Thanks to Dave Suffield. He reminded me about this. I actually seen this a couple of years ago and I forgot all about it, and Dave reminded me of that. So thanks, Suff, for that. It's a neat little program. It's not really associated with Google, although Google created it, but it doesn't sit in your Google drives, at least not that I can see, unless somebody can prove me wrong. It just seems to sit in, it's associated with your account, but I don't know where. I can't see them in Drive anywhere. So if somebody knows where they are, let me know, because I haven't seen them. It's just when you open up canvas.apps.chrome, it will remember your drawings because I'm logged in my Gmail account through RRBSD, and it'll remember it. So with the drawings, it's kind of neat. It has similar tools to most of the drawing programs out there, but it's online and it's not interactive though, so you can't share this with anybody. So it does have a pencil. Obviously, you can change your colors. You can change the width of your line and how much transparency it has and so on. So you can do quite a bit of stuff here. It's got the calligraphy tool. It's got a marker tool. It's got a chalk tool. And it's obviously got an eraser tool. So there's different things you can do on here. And then also it has layers, so which is kind of nice. So you can actually have different layers on top of each other. So I got one now. I can work on this layer. We can make this one disappear, and we can add a new layer with some different colors. And let's see if we can make those lines a little bit thicker, a lot more heavy. There we go. And we'll put some chalk on there. And now we have two layers, and so we're going to see what both those layers look like together. Whoops. So now we got two layers on there. No, it doesn't look that great, but hey, I'm trying. So this is what's called Google Canvas, and that's the website right up here. If you are on a Chromebook, it will. There is an app for that as well on a Chromebook. So anyway, if you need help, those are the three things I wanted to share with you. If you have any questions or if you need help with setting this up, how to use this in the classroom, please talk to me about it. Put in a service desk or book some time with me, and hopefully we can come up with some really great ideas on how to get your kids involved with using art in these last couple of weeks of school. Have a great day. We'll talk to you soon. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. And we have 65 subscribers so far. So yay, way to go, guys. I think it was 2 weeks ago, I only had 5. So thanks a lot for subscribing, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.